to be specific. And over the course of the next 4.5 hours, we will find who the two finalists are in Region 6 basketball. The Blue Dragons and the Cougars. Boy, this series goes way, way back into history, and it has always been a very, very competitive affair. The two teams have played twice this year, Hutchinson winning on both occasions. The first of those two was right before the Christmas break, the last game before kids went home for the Christmas holiday, and the Blue Dragons won that game in the sports arena 81-73. The second meeting came on the 14th of February. The Blue Dragons went to the House on the Hill, came away with a nice win, 85-72, a win that at that point in time put the Blue Dragons into the top spot in the Jayhawk Conference, a spot they were subsequently to give up to Coffeyville's Red Ravens, and that happened with a Hutchinson loss on the road at Allen. But it is the Blue Dragons at 27-5, the Cougars at 27-5. One of these two teams will move into the into the finals of Region 2. The other matchup tonight should come along about 7 o'clock. It's Coffeyville, the champions of the Jayhawk Conference, 27-4. They've won 15 straight games. Their last loss was to this Barton team that Hutchinson is playing. Coffeyville lost to Barton at home on the 10th of January. Since then, they've rattled off 15 in a row. Standing in the way of of Coffeyville moving into the finals is Garden City. Garden City 21-11, an upset winner, perhaps a mild upset, over Cowley yesterday. Big, strong Garden City against red-hot Coffeyville in the nightcap. Should be a special pair of games. The finals are already set on the women's bracket. Seward winning this afternoon, 67-59 over Cowley. And the Saints, 29-3, champions of the regular season, will meet an Independence team that took care of Hutchinson this afternoon, 70-50. Independence 27-6 going into that region championship game. You don't want to say, Glenn, that this is a must-win game for the Blue Dragons because the Blue Dragons are ranked high enough nationally. They're 27-5. They might be able to afford a loss and still get invited to the national tournament. But why count on that? Let's win a couple of games and make sure of a ticket.
Well, and that would take care of it by winning a couple games. Same thing for Barton. They came in the final rankings at number 19, identical record at that time to the Blue Dragons with a 24-5 mark. Since then, they have won a couple games, so they're sitting in the same exact spot, only farther back in the rankings. But who knows? The biggest thing about Hutchinson is if the committee looks at those bottom three teams in the league that beat the Blue Dragons.
Those are not good losses. On the other hand, if the committee looks at how the Dragons have played against the good teams around, Hutchinson has done very, very well.
I actually hope all three of the four that are in the two semifinals would have a good shot at it.
Well, I know our good friend Jerry Kershaw thinks that three teams from the state of Florida will get into the next tournament.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with him on that.
And I think if people are in the know, this conference is getting to the point where it is very close in difficulty to that conference down in Florida.
Yep, that one's competitive. There's also a couple others. There's a Texas one that's a possibility. Also, there's a couple others that might eat up those 8 at-large ones. We'll have to see what's going to happen there.
But here's the situation. Hutchinson, if it wins tonight, would face either Garden City or Coffeyville. The Dragons have won one of two against Coffeyville, won both games against Garden, and have won both games against Barton. So the Blue Dragons have the ability to get the job done tonight and tomorrow night.
At least on paper they do. We'll see if they have it mentally because of the fact of playing 3 games in 4 days. Could weigh pretty heavy. Again, you got to get by this one right here, and it's going to be a way big one with the Cougars.
But that's what everybody does. If you're going to win Region 2, you're going to play 3 games in 4 days. Ironically, the women will have to win 3 games in 3 days because they didn't start till Monday.
Exactly. And Seward, by the way, had a pretty close game with Cowley. They led big at one time. Cali made it interesting, but Seward was able to prevail. They'll take on a pretty darn good Independence team. That'll be tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.
I want to do one thing before we get our broadcast started tonight, and that is recognize the loss of a great Blue Dragon fan in Dick Strano. Dick had 1 million friends in the college sports game and the high school sports game, 1 million friends in Hutchinson, and he passed away last night. He was a personal friend, and we will all miss Dick Strano greatly. So say a prayer for the survivors of the Strano family.
You bet.
Hutchinson advanced to the point we find ourselves tonight with a hard-fought win over Independence. It was a close game at halftime. Hutchinson pulled away in the second half to win it 74-59. And the Cougars of Barton had to go into overtime to get their win yesterday. They won over Colby 79-72. Identical 27-5 records. They finished tied for second in the league. Hutchinson got the number 2 seed in this tournament because of the fact it had swept Barton twice. Number 1 seed in the tournament, Coffeyville, waiting in the wings, looking for their 16th win in a row as they go up against Garden City. We might look quickly at the history of these teams. The last time that Barton won the Region 6 tournament was 2001. Hutchinson, of course, with numerous championships, the most recent being in 2013, 15, and 16. Hutch did not win it last year, was a special invitee, and won the national championship. Coffeyville's won this thing 7 times since 2002, the last time in 2016. And Garden City, 2009.
Coffeyville also has appeared in 8 of the last 16 national championships in the NJCAA tournament. So Jay Herkimer, our good friend, no stranger to that, and he's going to have a big game against Garden coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, he was going to be there at the national tournament either way because he's going into the NJCAA Basketball Hall of Fame. And I think Coffeyville, as champions of this league, probably will get an at-large bid even if they don't win Region 6. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with a look at the starting lineups in a couple of minutes.
If you listen to the radio or watch TV, you probably realize you could be in for a real shock when you get your next heating bill. E&M Plumbing has the solution with the Rude 90-plus modulating gas furnace. Efficiency ratings of 94% and above could mean 30 to 40% savings on heating costs. And it's so quiet, you'll wonder if it's even running at all. E&M's regular service and Rude's reputation for reliability are your answers for high energy costs. For no obligation answers, call E&M Plumbing, your Rude dealer for the Hutchinson area.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
The starters for the Barton Cougars, Kiwanis Wilkins. He is a 6'5" freshman, averages 15. Elijah Forge from Newark, New Jersey. He's 6'4", a freshman, averaging 11. And then it's Keyshawn Montague from Toronto, Canada, averaging 13. He is 5'11", a sophomore. And then the other 2 starters, Akeem White and Noah Webster. Akeem White from Far Rockaway, New York, 7 points a game, 6'5", a freshman. Noah Webster from Hutchinson, Bueller High School, 6'1", a sophomore, averaging 11. For the Dragons, Devontae Bandu averages 17. J.J. Rhymes puts in 20 a game. Rob Whitfield, coming off a strong game yesterday, averages 8. And the other 2 Blue Dragon starters, Raekwon Taylor, averaging 7. He's a big, strong 6'7" kid. And Kai Mitchell, 6'6" sophomore, he averages 6. We are ready for, I'm tempted to say championship basketball, but it's semifinal championship basketball.
That's 2 times these teams met in this tournament. In 2013, it was in the championship game where Hutchinson won over Barton 74-57. That was the first time that Hutchinson had been back to the national tournament for a long, long time since Randy Stain took him in 97. And that was Steve Eck at the helm.
And now they've been there 3 times, counting that trip. 3 times in recent years. Steve
13,
Eck
14, 15, 16, and 17. 5 times.
5 times. Yep.
And Craig Fletchall, by the way, in his 13th year, he came from Neosho with a stint before Neosho at Cali. He also was 1988 high school basketball champion with Trinity Catholic. And Hutchinson. All right, here we go. Jumping center will be Kai Mitchell, and he puts away back to the east side of the gymnasium.
Almost out of bounds.
We're underway. The Dragons will have it. They're dressed out in their home whites, along with Barton's in their blacks. Blue numerals. Ball turned over, and Barton comes up with it quickly. Up the court, they'll move it fast. Underneath, they'll go. Blocking foul called. And it'll be a 2-shot foul coming the way of the Cougars. They like to explode up. And they'll take it up quickly, and Akeem White will step to the line to shoot free throws.
So Kai Mitchell making a mistake at the offensive end with a turnover, raced back the other direction, tried to block a shot, and got called for a foul.
Cougars a second-half team, but they like to come out of the blocks quick. Free throws up and missing by White. Sal Nuhu comes in quickly for Kai Mitchell after Mitchell picked up that first foul with 19 seconds gone in this ball game. White's free throws up and good, and it's 1-0. Cougars of Barton with the lead. Just underway, Glenn Grunwald along with Rusty Hills on Hutchinson's Country 102.9, as well as KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM in Hutchinson, flagship station of the Blue Dragons. Right side with it. J.J. Rhymes shakes and bakes out front, goes inside, draws the foul. Not a shooting situation, I believe, unless they say that it is. It's going to be on Ford. Ford picks up his first. Hutch will inbound right side baseline. Rob Whitfield slaps the ball. Gets it out to Nuhu. They'll set up the offense. Bandu, he's had some good games as of late. Outside J.J. Rhymes. Three-pointer's good for J.J. Rhymes. And Hutch takes the lead. 19-12 to go in his first half of play. Just underway. Glad to have you along. Angle dribble to the right side. With the basketball out front is Montague. Gives it off to Webster. He'll drive in. Blocked from behind by Nuhu. And the Hutch Blue Dragons will bring it up. Sal Nuhu gives it up to Bandu. And Bandu across the timeline. Sal with a lot of blocks this year. Here's a Rhymes drive. Wraps it around. Doesn't go. Rebound cleared out of there by White. And here comes Barton. Thought about the three on the outside. They'll drive it inside. Layup up and good by Wilkins.
Made it look easy. Got all the way to the basket.
We're tied up at 3 apiece. 3-3 tie, just underway. 18.5 to go in this first half of play. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons lost 70-50 in semifinal action to Independence.
On the women's side.
On the women's side. Dribble drive underneath. J.J. Rhymes jumps, ball called. Possession will be the Cougars.
So it effectively becomes a turnover. The Dragons have a couple of them. Barton has done a pretty good job against J.J. Rhymes in the 2 games. 14-8 for J.J. He averages 20.
Up the court. Montague to the right side. Holds up. Rob Whitfield tight on him. Down low underneath. Follow-away jumper. Nope, won't go on a missed shot put up by Ford. The rebound's cleared away by the Blue Dragons. And Duncan, we check that. Bandu will bring it up. Bandu on the outside between the leg dribble. Webster guarding him. Here's J.J. Rhymes. Outside to Taylor on the outer perimeter. That goes to Bandu. Dragons will run motion. Feet inside. They go to Taylor. Taylor turns, bellies up, goes straight up. Too hard. Tries to battle for the board. Taken away by Wilkins underneath. And the Booth Barton Cougars will bring it up. Montague crosses over, shoots it on its way. It's off, no good. Nuhu high for the rebound. Dumps it off to Bandu, and here comes Hutchinson. 17:22 to go in this first half of play. We're locked up at 3 apiece. Long three by Bandu. It's off its mark. Running into it was Wilkins. He came up with the rebound as 2 Cougars kind of collided, but out they come. Wilkins steps in, has a path, goes underneath. Shot not there. Rebound cleared by Montague, up and in. And a foul call. Again, White, that is, has scored it.
Dragons did not block out at all on the rebound. Sal Nuhu, kind of a spectator.
Makes the lead at 5-3, Barton. White will step to the line to shoot the free throw. If you remember down at Great Bend, Hutchinson really jumped out to a quick lead. Then several times in the second half, Rusty, you and I commented, it was a 12-point ball game, but it felt like a 3-point ball game. Hutchinson had the lead. It never did feel that way. Free throw was up and in by Wall. Right now, Barton has the lead at 3.
Akeem White has 4 points for Barton.
Rob Whitfield had a good game down at Great Bend back a couple weeks ago. That was on the 14th of February. Jumper up and good by Rojas, who had just checked into the ball game.
Little floater on the baseline.
Rojas had his first taste of Region 6 here at Hartman the other night and played pretty well.
Might have had his best game against the Cougars in Great Bend with 22.
Yeah, with 22, career high. Jumper up, missing. Rebound cleared by Barton underneath. They'll kick it back outside. Webster got a 3. Rims off of him, no good. Underneath, shot up and good. New face in that lineup will be Dalrymple, just checked in for the Cougars. Got the basket. 8-5. Barton with the lead over the Hutch Blue Dragons. 16-11 remaining to go in this first half of play. Well, your immediate timeout will come in just a little bit. They take a couple different times. Rob Whitfield 3 off the glass, no good. Rebound cleared away by White underneath. And here comes Montague for Barton. He'll slow things down, holds one finger over the index finger on the left hand up. Directs the play. Noah Webster left side, dribble drive. Takes it underneath, shot up and good. Blew right by Rojas, and a timeout's going to be taken by Steve Heck. As the Cougars have doubled up the Blue Dragons 10-5 right now in the early going. 15:44 to go in this first half of play. It's Barton 10, Hutchinson 5. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Would you like to save some money and a great deal on a new smartphone? Switch to Next Tech Wireless and you can get a brand new smartphone for 50% off. We want to make it easy to switch, so you'll also receive your first 2 months free. Our local customer care team will help you pick the perfect plan. You can even get unlimited data for as low as $20 per month. Certain restrictions apply. Get a new smartphone now and pay half price only at Next Tech Wireless.
The Blue Dragons not doing a very good job of defending the inside, and the Cougars capitalizing. Also, the Cougars, the aggressors on the boards. Hutchinson's got to play harder than they're playing at the moment.
Especially the offensive boards. They've won that war right now. Here's J.J. Ryan. Squares up. 11-footer. Got it. Big basket by J.J. Rhymes. 10-7 now. They cut into that lead a little bit with 15:26 remaining to go in the first half of play. Nice job out of the timeout to come up. Ball on the outside. Barton's new faces. It's Marvin Cannon in there. Hands it off again to Webster. Noah Webster kicks it outside. 3 ball. Does not go. Hutchinson comes up with the rebound off the missed shot that was put up by Cannon. Here's Rob Whitfield. J.J. Rhymes underneath the Rojas. Goes up strong and scores it. Well, I thought they were going to go to Bandu as he just peeled off a double stack.
He was wide open for 3, but Rojas got loose inside.
Yep, sure did. Ball on the outer perimeter, travel call. This one will work against Tyrell Andrews, who had just checked into the ball game. Andrews is out of Wichita, Kansas. Talented freshman, 6-footer. So 10-9, Hutchinson trails it. But Hutchinson will bring it up. J.J. Rhymes out top now to Rojas. J.J. On the 14th of February was not feeling well. Kind of had bouts of the flu down in Great Bend. We did not know that until after the game. Now the ball sails out of his hands into the Cougars' hands. Turnover. Dalrymple picks it up, and here we go the other way. The drive down, foul call. Boy, I tell you what, Barton really gets down quickly. This will be Cannon to the foul stripe as he took it in quickly. Knew who picks up his first personal.
Yeah, they are driving and driving and driving, and the Dragons are going to have to keep them in front of them.
Can extend the lead. It's a 1-point lead as of now. At the line again, it will be Cannon. Marvin Cannon.
Good free throw shooter.
It's that first one, makes it a 2-point game at 11-9. Barton with the lead. Semifinal action, later game tonight. Garden City and Coffeyville. Cannon takes his time. Here comes the toss. It's out of there, no good. Rebound, Blue Dragons, as Rojas got the rebound. 2-point ball game. Bandu into the forecourt. Nora Webster guards him defensively. Dribble penetration underneath, wide open again. This time, shot missing by Taylor.
Got it blocked.
Got the ball down to low blocks like they want to, and Taylor's shot is blocked, as you described. Here's Cannon on the outside, hands it up to Montague. They'll kick it to Wilkins. Left side. I commented when we were in Great Bend, what a young team this is that Fletch Hall has put together. Three-pointer good off the pick by Montague. And that shows you their firepower, 14-9. The lead for Barton. Here's J.J. Rhines, flies in, shot not there, battle for the board. Barton kind of covers it up with Wilkins getting the rebound. And now 5-point lead at 14-9. Barton with the ball. Montague drives in. Illegal pick set. Player control foul was the call. Hutchinson will have the basketball. Wilkins will pick up his first. The timeout's going to be taken on the floor. Full media timeout coming your way. 13:27 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson down by 5, but has the basketball after this 1-minute timeout.
Hello, this is Tom Elliott of Elliott Mortuary, and again this year we are pleased to help sponsor HCC Blue Dragon Sports. We encourage you to support all the Blue Dragon games, both home and away, with your attendance. But if not, we hope you enjoy listening to the game here on KWBW and Country 102.9. Elliott Mortuary and Crematory, a proud sponsor of Hutchinson Community College, and honored to have served the families of Hutchinson and Reno County since 1935.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager of Midwest Ford and Toyota in Hutchinson. Longtime sponsors of HCC Sports and are always looking for ways to help our local community. We know you have many choices when it comes to your vehicle needs, and that's how we came up with a better way. Any new or most pre-owned vehicles at Midwest Superstore will come with our warranty for life. That includes a limited lifetime powertrain warranty, helping you with security and reliability and overall lower cost of ownership. If we don't have it, we can get it. New Toyota, new Ford, or even pre-owned vehicle that fits you. Come see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Barton with the lead, 14-9. Barton's gotten to the free throw line 5 times. Dragons haven't been there. That tells you that Barton's driving it to the basket. Points in the paint. Barton 8, Hutchinson 2. That needs to turn around. These two teams are pretty comparable in size. Blue Dragons have been out-rebounded 10-5. That also needs to reverse.
Yeah, Taylor along with Rojas got to get going on the boards, and Kai Mitchell when he gets back in there, along with Nuhu. Ball on the outside. J.J. Rhymes hands it off. Bandu just about lose it. Underneath they go to Taylor. He'll go up and score it.
That was a miracle.
Got a little lucky. 2
deflections, and it winds up wide open for Raekwon Taylor.
Yep. You had to really see it, and I hope you are watching on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. Noel Webster with the basketball. If you want to catch that next game, you can go to KJCCC at network as well on the KJCCC.org sports-network. And great streaming by Leg Ladder Video. Jumper from outside, missing. Rebound over underneath by Barton, and Hutchinson finally comes up with it. A whistle on the foul.
I think a foul on that.
Yep, it's going to be a foul on the Blue Dragons.
Hutchinson again giving up another offensive rebound. The Dragon big men so far in this basketball game are not doing the job on the defensive glass.
Taylor picks up the personal. It'll be his first. At the line will be Marvin Cannon. Free throw toss by Cannon is up and good. 15-11 now. The lead for the Cougars is extended to 4. Second opportunity for Cannon. Lefty lets it fling, and this one's good. 16-11 now. The lead back at 5. Hutchinson will bring it up.
You in this game have to go get those rebounds. You can't wait for them to come to you. Got to go up and snatch them.
Here's Taylor to Bandu. Bandu drops it down low to Rojas, works inside, goes up, lots of contact. Underneath, J.J. Rhines gets it up and in.
That's what he does best. Picked up the ball in traffic, got it up somehow, scored, and will get a chance for a 3-point play.
He actually pulled it off the floor because the ball was blocked, and Rojas couldn't get to it. J.J. Rhines on the weak side put it up and in, and he'll shoot the free throw. That foul's going to be charged against 33, Dalrymple for Barton. That'll be his first. J.J. Rhines misses on the free throw attempt, however. It's a 3-point ball game. It's 16-13. This is another game. You got to get those free throws at this when you can at the stripe. If you're a good free throw shooter, even if you're a bad one, you got to.
JJ's a good free throw
yes,
shooter.
He is.
He'll make his share.
Ball on the outer perimeter. A pop out top. Montague down low baseline. They'll pull it back. Gun it up. Not there. Rebound. Bandu. Hutch wants to run. Bandu will bring it up quickly. Dumps it underneath the rope to Rhymes. His shot deflected. Loose basketball ran down by Noah Webster. JJ still trailing on the play. He'll finally get up the court. Tried by Montague. They'll kick it off to Cannon. He'll loop it up and miss it. Rebound, no, cleared away, and then it trails out of bounds. Not sure they got a good look. It'll be Hutchinson basketball, they elect.
And even there, the Dragons didn't get the rebound. It went out of bounds off a Cougar.
So Barton will come back defensively, and Hutchinson will bring it up. Glenn Grunwald, Rusty Hills, glad to have you along on the Blue Dragon Sports Network, as well as on Eagle Communications Network as well, KHUT and KWBW. Whip it inside. Here we go down low. Layup. Nope, they're going to wave it off. Rojas made the basket, but they say the foul was way before the drive to the basket by Rojas. Inbounding will be Bandu. 14 foul. Fouls charged against, was it Cannon they got it on?
Yes.
Yep, thank you. Noah Webster back into the lineup. They'll lob it back to Rob Whitfield. He'll gather in the long pass on the inbound and set up the play. Whitfield to Bandu, a long three. Got it. My goodness. 4 to 5 feet behind the arc. At least a 23, 24-footer.
He is a very, very good three-point shooter, and we are tied.
16 apiece. Webster bounces back outside. Gives it off to Montague. Montague pulls away, trying to go off the ball screen set by Cannon. Shoots and hits. 2-pointer. 18-16. Well, he just played his cards just right, didn't he? And waited for the ball screen to give him a little bit of a glance and knocked it down. 18-16 now Barton. 10:36 to go in the half. Here's Rojas in the paint, spins, goes up strong, can't get it done. Loose basketball, and Barton covers up with Montague grabbing the rebound.
James got forced too far underneath the basket, jammed it off the underside of the rim.
Montague angles, right side, thought about the three. Here's the drive by Ford, floats, doesn't get it. Over the back foul is going to be called. Might have got it on Ford, or is it going to be on? Yes, it will be. He will be on Ford.
That will be his second.
Tell you what, Fletchall keeps rolling them in. Hey, we didn't get our usual pregame kiss that we normally get from him on the head. Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. You're not going to comment on that? Left side.
I'm speechless.
Here's Rojas. He'll pull it back. Flash pass out high. Taylor takes the right side of the lane, goes up strong and scores it. Nice job. Did not use the glass, but got it up and down. It's 18 apiece now with 9:54 to go in his first half of play. Montague on the outside to Cannon. Long three on its way off the ball pick. Not there. Offensive board, though, by Barton as they'll bring it out and reset it to give it off to Montague after White got the rebound.
Barton is really schooling Hutchinson with the offensive rebounds.
Montague to Cannon, off the ball screen. Three's good.
It always costs you when you get an offensive rebound.
Another opportunity, and you drop
was that
Cannon? It was Cannon that knocked the three down. 21-18. Hutchinson trailing the Cougars of Barton. Here's a drive by Rojas to the hole. Get in there, ball. Yes, and one. Pulls the Dragons within one at 21-20. Opportunity to tie here with the free throw. Put the second foul on Cannon. Rojas at the line to shoot the free throw. Haverstown, check that, Jamestown, New York. Kai is from Haverstown. I keep getting those two mixed up. Jamestown is the hometown of James Rojas. Spins the ball, free throw toss, up and good. Boy, he's looking comfortable tonight. You know that?
He has 7.
21-21 tie.
He has 7. Rhymes has 7. Raekwon Taylor has 4. And Bandu has that long 3.
Right side with the basketball out. There's Dow Ripple. Here's Again, Wilkins had it for a second. Now Ripple shoots it up, not there. Rebound underneath. Another offensive board. The timeout's going to be taken by Barton. As they got the timeout taken, Wilkins down on the floor, signal for the timeout. See if it's a partial or full. It's a partial. We'll get a 30-second break in. We'll be back with more from Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. Dragons are tied up with the Cougars at 21 apiece. We'll be back in a half minute.
If you are injured on the court or mat this season, get your injury evaluated at the Athletic Injury Walk-In Clinic at the Summit. The free-of-charge clinic runs Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. The certified clinic athletic trainers at Pinnacle Sports Medicine and Orthopedics will evaluate your injury and let you know what steps need to be taken and help you get back in the game.
Together providing exceptional health care, reach new heights at Summit.
Miraculously, Hutchinson tied with Barton 21-21. I say that because the Dragons have been out-rebounded 16-8. They've given up 6 offensive rebounds while collecting only 1 of their own.
And that's the story of the ball game so far. 21-21 tie. Jumper from the outer perimeter. Air ball, no good. Out of bounds it sails. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. Montague saying, hey, that's my fault. 8:37 remaining to go in this first half of play. 21-21 tie. Cougars, at least in this half, have came to play. Taylor will be substituted for back in the ball game. Nuhu. They'll come out to trap. Tyler Cotton also in there. Tyler gets away from the Cougars. Comes up. Boy, they're really putting the pressure on him. They'll get the travel call to work against him.
He also got bumped a couple of times, and fouls could have been called.
Barton will inbound, and Montague will bring the basketball up. Montague between the leg dribbles 3 or 4 times. Now he gets set to attack. White had it. Montague back left side now. Dalrymple drives into the paint. He'll kick it back on the outside.
Travel.
Call for the travel. This will be Dalrymple with the turnover. Actually, it will be White with the turnover, excuse me. He wears 23, Dalrymple wears 33, and those blues are hard to see, Rusty.
Yeah.
Glad we're down here.
Yes.
Ball on the outside. Cotton on the dribble. Backdoor play underneath the J.J. Rhymes. Basket doesn't go, but it follows there by Nuhu. And Nuhu now lets go of that rim like it's a hot potato once he gets it down and through. And I'm referring to the technical that they had against Indy back on the Blue Dragons' home floor about 10 days ago.
It started a rash of technical fouls in that game.
Barton on top, 23-21. Jumper by Montague. We're tied up again at 23 all. Montague's a good ball player.
He has 7.
Keyshawn Montague out of Toronto. He's a sophomore. He transferred into Barton, was not there last year. There's Bandu on the outside. Goes out high to Rojas. He'll put it up and in. Back up are the Blue Dragons by 2, 25-23.
Rojas had 15 in the second half of yesterday's game. Continues his good play.
Drive down, shot up and good. Count it. The foul's called. I think it's on Montague. Montague will go to the line. The foul is called on the Blue Dragons. Foul's going to be charged on Cotton. Timeout's going to be taken. It will be a immediate timeout. 25-25 tie. We'll be back with Barton shooting free throws after this 1-minute timeout.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager of Midwest Ford and Toyota in Hutchinson. Longtime sponsors of HCC Sports and are always looking for ways to help our local community. We know you have many choices when it comes to your vehicle needs, and that's how we came up with a better way. Any new or most pre-owned vehicles at Midwest Superstore will come with our warranty for life. That includes a limited lifetime powertrain warranty, helping you with security and reliability and overall lower cost of ownership. If we don't have it, we can get it. New Toyota, new Ford, or even pre-owned vehicle that fits you. Come see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering, your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
25-25. Blue Dragons momentarily had a 2-point lead. They led very early in the game, but most of this first half it has been Barton with the lead.
Yeah, the leads will be mixed matched because Hutchinson took the lead a little while ago, 23-21, and was tied up again, and now 25-25 we're locked up. Montague with the one-shot free throw coming after the end one. Free throw doesn't go. We'll stay tied, and Hutchinson gets the rebound. Rob Whitfield back in there now. Tyler Cotton, after the foul, got called. A jumper by Whitfield doesn't go. Should have. Just tripped out on him. And Cougars will bring it up. Barton with the basketball. Montague shakes and bakes, goes left side, drops it down low. Loose basketball picked up by Salnuhu. Dragons have it. Here they whip it over to Bandu. He'll lay it up, and he'll be fouled as cutting underneath him. That's very dangerous. Is Dalrymple.
Yep.
Nice job by J.J. Rhymes to get the ball to him.
Second foul on Dalrymple.
It will be Bandu shooting the free throw. I think Bandu, I was worried about him face planting right there as he one up. Free throw's up and missing. Short free throw. 27-25 Hutchinson. 6:15 to go in a half. Dalrymple guns it, misses it. Rebound Bandu. Devontae Bandu out of Canada. Stops, shoots, pops, and hits.
Kind of a double pump.
Timeout's going to be taken by the Cougars. I have a story to tell about Bandu when we return. It's 29-25. Hutch up by 4. We'll be back in 1/2 minute.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Hutchinson doing a very good job of shooting the basketball. 52%, 13 of 25, 2 of 4 from 3. Barton a lot cooler, 9 of 24. That's 38%, just 2 of 9 from 3. They're staying in it because they're still out rebounding Hutch, 18-12.
Yeah, that's
the Dragons with a 4-point lead.
Bandu and Montague both are acquaintances of each other. Didn't know each other a whole lot from up around the Toronto area, but they did know of each other. There's a lot of good ball players come out of that area.
That's a big, huge metropolitan area. Several million people.
Yeah. Brampton alone, which is where Devontae's from, is like 653,000 population. It's about 30 minutes out of Toronto. Barton called the timeout. 29-25, Blue Dragons. Cougars will bring it up. 6 minutes exactly to go in this first half of play. It's been a good one. You just tuned in. Seward won today in a women's side. They will take on Independence. Indy a winner by 20 over the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson. Hutchinson's season comes to an end. We'll see if they get picked for an at-large bid. Here's the Cougars on the outside. Jumper by Webster off the pick. It does not go. Salnuhu there to bring up the rebound. Salnuhu, last couple of nights, has came in to rebound. That's his third. He leads the Dragons along with Bandu in rebounding. Here's a Bandu shot way off its mark. Loose basketball picked up at the Blue Dragons. Rojas, he goes up strong and draws the foul. It's going to be on Wilkins. That's a pretty big one because Wilkins already had one in the act of shooting. Check that. They changed it. Who I thought it was going to be on Webster. That'll be his first. Well, the way Wilkins was reacting, I thought it had been on him. He was more upset about not getting a rebound. Rojas free throw toss is good.
James with 10. Remember, he had 15 in the second half yesterday, so that's 25 in less than a full game.
Takes his time to toss. This one's good. James Rojas with 16. Dragons with 31-25 lead. Hutchinson's done a good job since we were tied up at 25 apiece.
11
points for Rojas. Outside. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about what you just said. Sorry about that, Rusty. Ball on the outer perimeter. Kick it outside. Montague. He's sneaky. Wilkins, 3-ball. Got it. Boy, you can't give him time like that.
Nope, he got a good look.
Got a really good look. Settled in and locked it down and put it up and in. 31-28. Dragons' 6-point lead is cut in half. Nuhu. Whitfield sets the pick. Whitfield still with the ball. Stops up. Gives it off to J.J. Rhymes. 12 on the shot clock. Rhymes wants to isolate. Goes right side. Rojas, the 3. It's off, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared away by the Cougars. Here comes Montague up the court. Underneath they go. Jumper up and good. White was able to score it inside on that right side of the post. 31-30. Lead is cut to 1. What was a 6-point lead. Hutchinson's given up 5 straight now to the Cougars with 4:08 to go in the half. Here's Bandu. He dribble penetrates, takes it inside, wraps it around, not there, but a follow is there by Rojas. 13 points for Rojas now with 3:56 remaining.
How well is he playing at the offensive end?
Well, he's keeping them in it right now. 3-point Hutchinson lead. Montague to the left side, back to Montague. Wilkins, that is. Now Webster has it to Wilkins' top. Drives down, pulls it back, step back jumper, does not go. Rebound cleared away by Bandu. Blue Dragons to Hutchinson brings it up. 3:34 to go in the first half. Rojas inside. Boy, just about gets his pocket pick. Coming up with it will be Bandu. Can't finish, but Rojas can. They're going to wave it off, say is basket interference. Boy, I don't know.
I don't know either.
That one again.
I don't know either.
Matter of fact, I'm going to go see that one again. I'm going to go see it on the replay that they're playing. I don't think so. We can look at it. Wowza. I'll let you know because the stream's a little bit behind. Webster with the basketball. They'll kick the ball knocked away. Last touch by Nuhu. Nuhu can get a hold of some balls, can he? He sent one down into the ACC.
That one ricocheted 20 feet in the air.
All right, I'm not going to say anything. I saw what I wanted to see on that last play, okay?
Do you agree with the official?
No, I don't.
There's a 3.
3-ball, and we're tied up at 33 apiece.
Montague again. He has 12.
Here comes the Blue Dragons, Whitfield. Left side with the basketball, a foul called. Rojas was fouled. Wilkins picks up his second.
Well, Craig Fletchall has a problem. The coach of the Cougars has 4 players with 2 fouls.
Rojas at the foul stripe.
1-1.
Spins the ball. Here comes the toss. Up and good. 14 points for Rojas. He leads all scores with 14. He would shoot a second one. This one's short, no good. Rebounds cleared out by the Cougars. It's a 1-point ball game at 34-33 with 2:40 remaining to go in this first half of play. Garden City and Coffeyville await in the late game tonight. Zone defense now by the Blue Dragons. Ball knocked away, but right back into Montague's hands. Go left side, dribble drive underneath. Shot blocked, but a foul call. They're going to whistle this one on Sal Nuhu. Nuhu will pick up his second. Here comes Kai Mitchell off the bench. He comes in with 1 foul against him. Got that really quick in the first part of the ball game.
Like the first 10 seconds.
Free throw up and missing, excuse me.
I'm just going to tell you that Ford's makes about 2 out of every 3 on the average.
Ford gets set. Free throw toss, up and good. So we're tied at 34 with 2:24 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson and Barton in the semifinals. Right side, Bandu. Wide open, Whitfield shoots the three. It rattles out on him, no good. And a good look. Barton will bring it up off after getting the defensive board. 2:06 to go. Screen set by White. Now the ball screen. What they do is they reverse that screen. Now with the ball out front, Dalrymple. He'll kick it right. Back outside. Now White. He'll gun it on his way and hit it.
Tough shot.
36-34 Cougars. 1:45 to go before intermission. Here's Rojas. He'll flash it to Kai Mitchell. Kai spins in the lane, goes up strong and draws the foul. Ball teetered on the rim but came out, and Kai Mitchell will earn his at the line. Rojas comes over, and I like to see that. We need somebody to step up as a leader on this team, and Rojas coming up and saying, hey, knock him down.
Called the foul on Akeem White, just his first.
Free throw toss by Rojas is good.
That's Kai Mitchell.
Now check that. You're right, Kai Mitchell. Excuse me. And Kai will get set to shoot his second one. Could tie it up here. Free throw toss way off its mark short. We're still a 1-point lead. The Cougars with the lead, 36-35. 1:30 remaining to go in this first half. Noah Webster out front now to White. Over to Webster. Webster thinks about it, shoots it on its way. It rattles out on him, no good. Webster, a good three-point shooter out of Buhler. Sophomore year. Be interesting to see where he moves on to because he's a talent. Here's Bandu. Angles to the right. Picks up his dribble. Now to Rojas. He'll shoot it on its way. It's not there. He's feeling it right there, but probably not the shot you wanted. 1 minute to go in his first half. Hutchinson down by 1. Montague on the outside. Gives it up, gets it back now after Ford had it. Montague drives in. Stops, gives it over to Webster, kicks it back outside. Montague head fakes, pulls back, shoots it on his way. Shot not there. Rebound, Kai Mitchell underneath. Here comes Bandu. Bandu up the court with the basketball. Drive inside, and a travel goes against the Blue Dragons. With 30 seconds exactly remaining to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson trailing by 1. Cougars can play for 1. Last shot, that is. Here comes the inbound. Whitfield comes down to cause some problems, and they're trying to get it in. They finally do to Webster. Webster back to Montague, and he'll walk it up. 26 seconds to go in this first half of play, and a 1-point Cougar lead. Montague at half court to Webster. Back to Montague. 14 seconds. Montague starts to head it in. Here's Webster. He'll drive in. Ball back outside. Down low underneath. Shot not there, but a foul called, and it will send Dalrymple to the line.
Kai Mitchell, his second foul.
That's unfortunate. Quickly, Sal Nuhu up off the bench. Dalrymple at the line. Dix Hill, New York.
Good free throw shooter.
Free throw toss. Off, no good. 5.6 seconds remaining to go before intermission. Dalrymple receives the ball. Now he gets set. Free throw toss. This one's good. So 50% there at that trip, and it's a 2-point lead for the Cougars. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Rob Whitfield drives in, can't get one away. And Cougars come up with it. Dartner hit it at the buzzer. But they go to the dressing room with a 2-point lead over the Blue Dragons. We will take a 2-minute timeout. Your score at the end of one half of play, it's Barton 37, Hutchinson 35. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has helped homeowners bring their remodel ideas to life. If you're looking to update a kitchen or bathroom or hoping to remodel your entire home, trust the team at Erickson Custom Building. We create customized plans designed around your dreams, ideas, and budget. For quality and follow-through on any home project, call Erickson Custom Building at 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustombldg.com.
Right now, get new tires or custom wheels at R&R Tire Express in Hutchinson for just $1 to get rolling. It's R&R's $1 to get started special. Right now, R&R Tire Express is offering tires, wheels, or combo packages for just $1 to get rolling. Can you do that? Yes, we can, but only at R&R Tire Express. Visit R&R Tire Express today, and for just $1 to get started, you're rolling out the door with new tires or custom wheels, and you don't need credit. Just pay as you go with weekly, monthly, and 6 months same as cash. So go ahead and get the tires you need or the custom wheels you want. You'll get professional installation, free balance, rotation, and flat repair, plus free pickup and delivery. All this for just $1 to get started. Only at R&R Tire Express in Hutchinson. Get directions and see our wheels at rnrtires.com.
Well, we're at halftime. Hutchinson trailing by 2 at halftime, 37-35 in this game to the Barton County Cougars. Barton, a good ball team. We knew they would be. They were right at the top of the Jayhawk Conference all year long until the door opened up for Coffeyville to get in there. Coffeyville ended up winning it. You know, the number 1 seed, they await Garden City in a late game tonight. And the Blue Dragons took the 2nd seed, got by Pratt, got by Indy, and now they matched up against a very good Cougar team that has come to play, 37-35 at intermission. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons dropped a tough one today at the hands of Independence, 70-50. So the Blue Dragons season comes to an end, but we'll have to see and wait if they get an invitation into the national tournament down in Lubbock. They're ranked number 19, so we don't know. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. With all the information, here's Rusty.
Well, the Blue Dragons, who have beaten this Barton team twice, kind of outplayed a little bit in the first half as they trail at 37-35. For the Blue Dragons, 14-32 shooting, 44%, 13-32, 41% for the Cougars. Cougars did make 4 3-pointers compared with 2 for the Dragons. Barton put up 15 threes, Hutchinson just 7. 7-12 at the line for the Cougars, 5 of 9 for the Dragons. Hutchinson was out-rebounded by 4, 23-19, and had 2 more turnovers than did Barton, although it's been a pretty well-played game in the turnover category. Hutchinson with 6, Barton with 4. Nevertheless, 6 extra possessions in the basketball game for the Barton Cougars, plus 4 on rebounds, plus 2 on turnovers, and plus 2 on the scoreboard, 37-35. This is the Medicine Shop first half game capsule. The Medicine Shop would like you to know that WellCare, which is one of the major Medicare Part D providers, WellCare has dropped most of the major chains in Hutchinson from their preferred list, but the Medicine Shop is proud to say that it is still considered a preferred pharmacy by WellCare. What does that mean for you? Pretty simple. If you're a member of WellCare, your drugs will probably cost less at the Medicine Shop compared to the other stores. It's this simple. If you're a WellCare Medicare Part D member, you can save money by transferring to the Medicine Shop. Make one phone call to the Medicine Shop, and the Medicine Shop will do the rest. You'll find the Medicine Shop conveniently located at 14th and Main in Midtown Hutchinson. Some individual statistics in the first half. First of all, for Barton, Keyshawn Montague with 12 in the half. 8 points for Akeem White. Marvin Cannon scored 6. 5 for Kiwanis Wilkins. 3 points for Keon Dalrymple. 2 for Noah Webster. And 1 for Elijah Ford. For the Blue Dragons, they can be grateful that James Rojas is playing well. Rojas with a 14-point first half, way ahead of the Dragon teammates. Devontae Bandu scored 7. J.J. Rhymes scored 7. 4 points for Raekwon Taylor. Sal Nuhu had 2. Kai Mitchell had 1. And the Cougars continued to do a good job on J.J. Rhymes. They've held him to 22 points combined in 2 games. He averages 20 per game. So I'm sure that Coach Eck trying to figure out a way to get J.J. involved offensively. Devontae Bandu, he's had a couple of good games against the Cougars, 19 and 19, 7 in the first half. But Rojas, the star of the game for Hutchinson thus far. Dragons have to do a better job of rebounding in the second half. It, I think, is going to be tight all the way to the very end. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with more.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bellman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name-brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Sure, there are lots of choices around for a primary care physician, but it's not about how many. It's about just one, the right one for you. When you experience the sincerity and attentiveness of the family doctors and PAs at Prairie Star and our sliding fee scale, you'll know you made the right choice. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Welcome back to Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas. 37-35, Barton on top of the Blue Dragons at intermission. Second half just around the corner. Not a lot of red up in the stands today, Rusty. I think the 5 o'clock start kind of tough on everybody.
Yeah, not a lot of fans here, period.
Yep.
This place probably no more than 15 or 20, 15% full, I'm going to call it.
Man, I think you're being
might be generous.
Pretty generous on that situation. So just not as many fans as I anticipated coming over from Hutchinson. The ones that are here are loud and loyal, though, but not as many as I thought.
Might take this opportunity to go through action this afternoon at Hartman Arena. These were the women's semifinals, and it was Seward winning over Cali 67-59. Cali hung around, but Seward led throughout that game, and the number 1 seed Saints in the championship, where they'll face the Independence Pirates, who defeated Hutchinson 70-50. That was a game that was a great deal closer than that.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very tight at halftime. Pretty close through 3 quarters. Independence pulling away to win comfortably by 20 in the 4th quarter. So it is Seward at 29-3, Independence at 27-6. This one, 37-35, Barton leading Hutchinson at halftime. The other semifinal tonight, Coffeyville plays Garden City. Coffeyville, the league champion and the number 1 seed, 27-4. Garden City, 21-11. Coffeyville, winners of 15 straight games. The last loss they had was a home court loss to the Barton Cougar team that leads Hutchinson by 2. And Garden City just big, strong, and dangerous, awaiting Coffeyville in the late game.
Yeah, they knocked off in overtime Cali the other day. Barton was able to luckily get by Colby, and I say luckily because in the last 18.4 seconds, Colby had 4 opportunities, missed shots and got rebounds, couldn't get it done in regulation and lost in overtime by 5. But Barton was pushed a little bit in that one. We'll see what's going to happen in the second half.
Yeah, we're going to take another 2-minute break. We'll be back. Second half getting ever nearer, and Hutchinson with work to be done.
There once was a time that spas and backyard pools were seen as a luxury, something only the rich people had. Owner Brandon Hoffman at Jim's Water and Woods would love to have that conversation with you about why in today's world these things can be the key to wellness. In fact, most everything at Jim's Water and Woods can be beneficial for the entire family. Along with pools, they have quality hot spring spas, grills, fire pits, hammocks, all the tools you need to relax, slow down, and enjoy family time in your own backyard. Immerse yourself in wellness at Jim's Water and Woods, 419 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Are you caring for an elder parent or neighbor with physical limitations? It's difficult to get them in and out of a passenger vehicle, get them inside the building, and then go park your car. Reno County area transportation vehicles are designed to make this sort of travel easier on both of you. Let RCAT do the driving so you can concentrate on caregiving. Call 694-2913 for information.
If you listen to the radio or watch TV, you probably realize you could be in for a real shock when you get your next heating bill. E&M Plumbing has the solution with the Rude 90-plus modulating gas furnace. Efficiency ratings of 94% and above could mean 30 to 40% savings on heating costs. And it's so quiet, you'll wonder if it's even running at all. E&M's regular service and Rude's reputation for reliability are your answers for high energy costs. For no obligation answers, call E&M Plumbing, your Rude dealer for the Hutchinson area.
Want to give another shout out to Bill Lenhard, who certainly would have been one of the officials at this tournament. Bill recovering from surgery for a brain tumor, surgery that they feel was successful. He'll have to go through a little bit of radiation. John Blazek telling me that he's home doing well, great attitude. Bill said, I think I lost a little bit of my peripheral vision in my right eye. And I said, tell him he lost that a couple of years ago. Bill Lenhart, one of my great friends, outstanding official, and all your many friends really rooting for you.
The thing about this is Bill is probably, he's 72. He's one of the best in-shape 72-year-olds I've ever seen up and down the court. My goodness. He was going to retire, 10 years ago from officiating?
Kind of like me in teaching.
Yeah, but Bill's still running up and down the court.
Yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot of running.
Yeah, I was going to say, makes a big difference there. But we sure wish him to get well. Hope he gets well soon. And you're exactly right. We would have seen him out here with the stripes on. There's no doubt about that. Again, thoughts and prayers to Dick Strano's family as well back in the Hudson area. For those that don't know, Dick ran the Sports Shack for many, many years. Played basketball for Chuck Daly, who was the longtime Detroit Piston coach. And I heard the story that Coach Anderson, girls coach, again, Phil Anderson, was at a coaching clinic someplace like Las Vegas. Thousands of coaches there. Coach Daly's telling the story about his offense. He says there's only one point guard that ever ran the way I wanted it ran. It was little Dickie Strano. That's back in Puxahani, Pennsylvania.
Yep, Dick Strano from there, along with Punxsutawney Phil.
Yep, you betcha.
Now, Dick, a great, great guy, and he will be tremendously missed.
You betcha. No doubt about that. Second half just about ready to get underway as both teams have taken their warm-ups, and we're about set to get underway. So glad you chose to join us late this afternoon. The Dragons down by 2 right now, getting set to go in the second half of play. Glenn Grunwald along with Rusty Hilst as we near the top of the hour at 6 o'clock. I want to remind you, listen to Blue Dragon basketball on Hutchinson's Country Station, 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson, as well as KWBW, 1450 AM and 98.5 FM, the flagship station for many, many years of Blue Dragon basketball. Looks like the Blue Dragons will have the first possession, Rusty, of the second half. Important to get on the boards. Got a little bit better right before halftime, but you're right. At one time it was 16-8, getting out rebounded.
Well, the Dragons just simply have to do a much better job of rebounding in the second half.
Bandu will get set to inbound it. Rob Whitfield's back out there. We're set to go. Second half about to get underway in the semifinal ball game. Again, one more coming your way tonight. Not from us, but here at Park City will be Coffeyville and Garden City. With the basketball, the Blue Dragons. Corner left. Taylor gets it back outside to J.J. Wright. Bandu set in the corner, shoots the three, and Hutchinson takes the lead at 38-37 with the three ball from Bandu, corner right.
Devontae's 10th point, second three.
Left side with the basketball, Cannon. Ball stolen. Coming up with it will be Whitfield as Kai Mitchell got a hand on it, and Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. Whitfield gives it off to J.J. Rhymes. He'll gun in and misses. Rebound fought for. Bandu trying to get to it. Noah Webster beats him. Barton basketball. Cougars will bring it up. Montague between the leg dribble. Waits for the ball screen. Now they switch. Kai Mitchell out on Montague. He'll float one on its way off the glass. Good.
He is really hurting Hutchinson with 14.
The lead is one now for the Cougars at 39-38. That was just a little, I call it a teardrop, but it went off the glass. Still counts as that. Here's Rob Whitfield. Kicks it back outside. J.J. Rhymes into the paint left. He puts it up. Not there. Battle for the board. Picked up by Kai Mitchell. He goes up strong. And an offensive foul. And here's why. Kai Mitchell dropped his head and kind of bowled his way through there. That'll be his third.
And Kai Mitchell has probably played no more than 3 or 4 minutes in this basketball
You're exactly right. He came in the first 19 seconds. He picks up the personal. Steve Eck giving him a hard time, the officials I'm referring to, but Kai did drop his head down and kind of bowl his way in, trying to make room. Picked up his third. Ball on the outside, Montague. Left side, gets it back. Pulls off the ball screen set by Wilkins. Give it to Montague. Foul called on Bandu out front. In the act of shooting, I don't believe so. Let's check it. It will be spot fouled on the outside. It'll be inbounding there.
First foul on Devontae.
So Barton will get the inbound in. It goes into the backcourt. Webster runs it down, and Webster will bring it across the timeline. Looks to the right side. Montague. Back to Webster. To Cannon on the top. Here's Webster. He'll gun to three. Missing it. Rebound cleared by J.J. Rhymes. Outlet comes to Bandu. Bandu underneath. Wraps it around. Scores it. Dragons back up 40-39. Great play by Whitfield to get that outlet so quickly. And J.J. Rhymes. Montague. He'll step back and knock the shoots a shot up on its way. Not there. Taylor comes up with it. Ball went around twice and fell back. And Hutchinson will set up the offense now. J.J. Rhymes. Ball on the outside. Bandu. Kicks it to the corner. Here's Taylor back outside. Bandu thinks about it. Jab steps, pulls it back a little bit. Now he drives in, pulls it back, offensive foul. That's his patented step back jumper, but he pushed off a little bit, Rusty. And that'll be a foul on his third on Bandu.
Wow, that's a big moment. He picks up 2 and 3 in the span of about 30 seconds.
40-39, Hutchinson by 1. 17:25 to go in his second half of play. 90% of the time you're going to get away with that one. But they elected not. It was a proper call. Left side here, Cannon. Dribble drives on Cotton. Pull back jumper up and good. Back on top, the Cougars, 41-40. Hutchinson brings it up.
Kind of a line drive jumper from about 8 feet.
Sure was. Here's J.J. Rhymes. Steps inside, bounces inside, lays it up and in. J.J. kind of taking it on himself to get the Dragons going. He has 9 now. And Hutch back up by 42-41. Back and forth basketball here. Since we started the second half, we're 3 minutes and 15 seconds deep into it. Top side, Montague. Back out now. Wilkins backs it away. Rojas locking in on him defensively. Dribble drive, left side, shoots and misses. Rebound. Taylor goes high to bring it down. Gives it off to Rob Whitfield. Pushes it to Rhymes. Rhymes steps inside. Corner of the free throw line. Pulls it back. Cotton throws it away. Bad pass by Tyler Cotton.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, that's lack of playing time more than anything because he's stepping in. And they thought about putting Van Du back in. They have him walk back to the bench. Ball on the outside, Webster. 16:01 to go in the ball game. Jumper up and good by Cannon.
Pretty jump shot.
42. Cougars back on top by one. 15:51 remaining to go. In the second half, the drive by the Blue Dragons. Rhymes, and the ball just about goes down and through. The foul's been recalled. He'll shoot free throws. Third on foul called on Ford. Now, Ford hadn't done a whole lot in this game. He's a solid ball player, however, for the Cougars.
Just 1 point in this one.
Rhymes at the line. Free throw toss by Rhymes is off, no good.
0 for 2 free throwing tonight. Dragons have not been good at the line at all except for James Rojas, who's made 4 or 5.
Rhymes gets set. Here comes the toss. It is good. We're tied up at 43 apiece. 15:45 to go in the second half of play. You always say what the first 5 minutes of both halves will look like. Pretty important right here. It's pretty even, and a foul called on Rojas way outside.
Very quick jab step by Kawanis Wilkins.
Yeah, tried to blow by him. James might have played him a little tight out here, although he's a dangerous ball player. White will inbound. Gets it into Montague. Montague outside of Wilkins. He'll roll to his right, back outside Noah Webster. Tied up at 43, folks, with 15:24 to go in the ball game. Montague drops it down low, underneath, not there. Battle for the board, not there. Loose basketball still, and a foul called. Boy, Hutchinson thought that there might have been an over the back on one of the Cougars. J.J. Rhymes picks up the personal.
His first, but the Dragons are amassing some fouls here. They have committed 5 already.
15 foul against Hutchinson. On the drive, or is it on the floor? Let's check it. It's going to be on Cotton.
Dragons continue to surrender so many offensive rebounds. 3 of them right there.
12:22 to go. Trying to get it to Andrews. He finally gets to the Ford. Ford on the outside. He'll drop shot clock and a foul called. Ford will step to the line to shoot 2 for the Cougars.
But it's
Wilkins. Now comes over to Dalrymple. Down the low blocks to Cannon. Rob Whitfield guard.
Barton is 13 offensive rebounds.
Yep, they've really been hanging around the rim on the misses, doing a great job in there. James Rojas playing a great game, leading it 61-55. Whitfield to Van Du. Zone defense to some extent by the Cougars, and the Dragons will throw it over in the backcourt. As a turnover right there goes against Hutchinson. They'd thrown it to the left like a motion, and then Van Du had broke to the right just as the pass was came. A timeout on the floor, a full 1 minute block from behind. Coming up with it will be the Cougars. Sal had a great opportunity. It was blocked from behind. Underneath, basket by Ford is good. And a timeout's going to be taken. It'll go over to the Cougars. We'll get a break in this time. 68-62. Blue Dragons, a minute and 27 to go. It'll be a 1 minute break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
We all like winning where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3.
They need to be aware of that. I don't think they've seen that yet. Sal knew who will shoot a second one. Free throw toss is good. Got them both. Those are 2 big crosses. Will go to the line. A 3-point ball game. Score a little bit. It's a 3-point ball game right now with 17. They'll whip it outside. Wilkins, 3 ball on its way. No good. Battle for the board. Taken away by Webster, but a